Look on. When look in the mirror, say what's up. What's up, what's up, what's up? Three birds. Look in the swing on. Look in the mirror, say what's up. What's up, what's up, what's up? I feel like I look like a praying mantis and right now. Just right now. You ever look at yourself? Sometimes you look like something. I do. Some days I feel like my eyes are a little bit more bigger than normal. I got this one little zit that just is vicious, baby. Was sitting outside because it feel good. Love you too, Dominique. Thank you. Earthling. No. I'm not an earthling. Hello, earthlings. I come in peace. Earthling. I wanted to say two things quickly. Trains in the background. Confirmation of going places. Destinations that cannot be slowed down. It's been raining off and on all week long, and it's going to rain for the remainder of the week. I was just sitting here enjoying this nice, beautiful weather. And I say nice and beautiful weather because as long as I'm inside, I like the what they call it? I like the thunder and the rain, right? And I was just sitting here and a thought came across my mind. And the thought was how the enemy would try to open the floodgates of hell upon your life. But God says He getting ready to open up the floodgates of heaven. All this rain is coming. You know, I said earlier this month, before this month had started, that April showers brings May flowers. Well, the flowers ain't bloomed yet. It's been a lot more rain this month than it has been last month, which lets me know something. There's somebody, we got some enemies that's been working overtime in the spiritual realm, trying to keep your train from coming in, trying to keep your ships from anchoring and docking themselves, because there was something that should have happened last month that you were supposed to be celebrating this month. And now there's some things that were supposed to happen this month that you were supposed to be celebrating for next month. This is going to sound very challenging, but I want y'all just stay with me. Come ride this little wave real fast. I got enough space on this surfboard for you to come on and fit with me just for a little second. I want you to challenge God with me. Somebody said, "Oh Lord." Yeah. Oh Lord is right. Call on him, honey. Because this is what we not going to do in June. We tired of going around mountains. I want you to challenge God with me. I want you to remind God that He said in His word, you said that whatever you spoke out your mouth, God, that it was going to go out and perform whatever it was that you said, and that it was not going to turn back to you null and void, but that it was going to accomplish everything that you set it out to do. The word of God is the spoken hand of God, the yod, Y-O-D, yod, which is equivalent to abracadabra. I create what I speak. It's an action form, right? So when he says said, let there be light, I spoke, I said, it's the hand of God, which is actually known in Hebrew as yod, which means destiny. Destiny. So in Isaiah, when he said that, I think it's 66, when he said that my word will not go out null and void, but when it returns, by the time it returns back unto me, it's gonna set out to do whatever I told it to accomplish. Okay, we gonna test God at His word, because now Jeremiah 29:11 told me that for you have thoughts that you have toward me, thoughts of good and not of evil, plans to prosper me and not to destroy me, but to give me a good future and a good hope. We tired. This is a prayer and a conversation up to God. God ain't gonna get mad at y'all. Y'all need to come up out of that old way of thinking. You got to remind God of His word. Okay, you want me to remind you? You said you was going to make my enemies my footstool. You told me that if I did not sit in the seat of the scornful, that I was going to be blessed. Didn't you tell me you was preparing the table before me in the presence of my enemies? Okay, here we go. We about to test. We ain't repeating no more shit. I'm talking to you now. I want you to say that to yourself. I will not be repeating anything that the enemy is trying to make me repeat. I will no longer be stuck in a rut. And every single last rut the enemy is trying to make me get stuck in, they about to get stuck in that thing. That's how you got to talk. Because apparently there's a fight in the spiritual realm. Now, who more powerful, God or the devil? And the last time I checked, he was a defeated foe. Last time I checked, God had the upper hand. So how's these enemies coming? Come on now. This ain't testing God to what they said, not testing him to anger or wrath, but reminding God and to remind yourself. I just heard that song. I'm living in the overflow. Who's that? I'm living in the overflow. Who's that? I got more than enough. I'm coming to get my stuff. Who is that? William Murphy III. I got more than enough. And I ain't coming to get my stuff. No, what you gonna do, devil? You about to get a spiritual U-Haul and dry that shit and come right up to my house and start unloading it. I ain't coming to get nothing. You about to do all the work. You did all the work stealing it from me. You gonna do all the work bringing it back. It's just that simple. I'm not coming to get shit. You bringing it to me. And you about to unload what's in your house. Because I'm about to get double for my trouble, like they say. Triple for my ripple. Quadruple for my ruple. I'm serious. I ain't coming to get shit. You coming to bring it back. And you and your stuff. And my stuff. The hell? And heaven? We're not doing that. I call all my things back to me. And if you didn't spun all my shit, you gonna pay with your life. Because you had no business touching my stuff in the first place. Period. I exercise my right to cut off them heads. I exercise my right to call back my shit. I'm not about to be going through Gemini season, and we're not about to leave out of Gemini season without my stuff. Sidebar conversation. I'm going to address this one time. And one time only. I don't give a shit who was the first tarot page. I don't care who's going to be the last tarot page on YouTube. I don't care who just started their tarot YouTube page yesterday, or whether you done been having it since YouTube first started. I don't give a damn. This ain't got nothing to do with seniority, honey. This got everything to do with the heart condition. You're sick, twisted, and demented if you think you can keep casting spells as a means of competition to keep people from their coins and to keep people from their stuff. You are sick and demented in your mind. And if that's the only thing you good at is casting bad shit, then god damn, what kind of parents do you have? What kind of life did you live? And how much misery must it be that you got to wake up and see that ugly ass face every morning when you wake up, if you brushing your teeth in the morning? Because you got to be sick, twisted, and demented. I'm in zero competition with you, and I'm in 100% competition with me. Because I'm always trying to outdo me all day, every day. And maybe if you had the same mentality, you would get somewhere in life and actually be able to keep whatever crown you have designed and built for yourself, whatever castle and throne you've built for yourself, instead of trying to come and encroach upon somebody else's space. Do you and be you, so you can be the best you, so you can show up for you every day. Tired of that bullshit. You don't smell that? And it ain't what the rock is cooking. You don't smell death? But you must have lost your senses in your nose. Because if I was you, I would stop. Raggedy taggedy motherfuckers. Making my titties itch, bitch. Now, back on the other accord of what I was talking about. Because, see, I'm going to be me. All day, every day. Because, baby, let me tell you something. The way my placements is set up in my natal chart, I really don't give a fuck. And I can say that now. I used to say that and didn't care. But I say that and somebody say, well, why are you talking about it? Because it ain't just me. There are really good and honest readers that are really pouring their hearts out on this social media, who is really standing in the gap for you and themselves. And they getting fucked up slack because of demons masking themselves as light workers and root workers and people who have the best interests of clients at heart. And the truth is, y'all going to them and they fucking you up, and then y'all got to come to people like me to get the shit off. And that ain't no harm or foul to y'all, because a lot of y'all don't even know. Y'all eat from so many plates, y'all don't know who's screwing y'all over. And sometimes God will direct you to eat from different places for a season so you can compare notes. I get it. I'm not even trying to stop y'all from whatever y'all trying to do and research. I get it. I understand. This whole life on this earth is a goddamn research and a case study, if you ask me. But some of y'all got to be careful. That's why I tell y'all, examine everybody, including me. Because one thing I'm going to be is transparent. If I don't be nothing else, I'm going to be transparent. So, and as transparent as I am, I ain't going to tell y'all everything because it ain't your fucking business. The next thing I want to say to y'all, and then I'm gone. I'm telling y'all, I love this weather, y'all. This weather, when it get like this and it's raining and lightning and thundering and stuff, you can just cut everything off and be by that window and hear that rain just coming down, that water from heaven, and just rock back and forth. Close your eyes and just listen. Sometimes that good old Negro spiritual just start coming about your spirit. You just hum. Telling you, it's something therapeutic about this weather. Well, you're inside, honey, because we don't do outside. We don't do outside. No. The last thing I want to talk to you about, because that was a little sidebar conversation about the weather. I want y'all, I said something on a few lives ago while I was driving. And I mentioned to y'all, I said Jesus was an alien. I meant what I said. I double down on it and I don't take it back. Aquarius, Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. I was getting ready to say Aquarius season. The age of Aquarius is about understanding the feminine aspect of God and how God is a woman. In the Piscean age, we got to understand the masculine aspect of God. Now we have to understand and embrace the feminine aspect of God. Father, Mother God, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. In order for you to truly be androgynous, you have to respect the yin and the yang cannot be separated. That is like trying to pull apart a spirit molecule. Okay? This is what the people in CERN, over there at CERN, is trying to do. All trying to pull shit apart to find the cosmic glue. What puts the glue? What's the cosmic glue? What's holding everything together? And I told you what it is. The source of it is love. It is the true fifth element, which is love. You said, can you tell us about the 144,000 Eternals? That's for another live. I'm scaring myself with all this damn laughing. Well, let me say this. 12,000 from each tribe. 144,000. Ain't none of them human. I'm just say it like that. They in a human body. They in a meat shell. Ain't none of them human. That's all I can say right now. Okay? Hey, everybody coming in. Okay. When I said Jesus Christ was an alien, I meant what I said. The secret of the yin and the yang is simple. It's been told to us in so many different forms. It's simple. It's the feminine and it's the balance of the feminine and the masculine in one molecule. It's imagine oil and water being able to mix. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's or look at it like this. Oil and water actually being able to live in perfect harmony, but still keep their own aspects of themselves. But you're able to encapsulate just a tad bit of water inside of oil, and you're able to encapsulate a little bit of oil in a bunch of water, and it actually stay like that, and it be able to, and it be able to stay like that, and live in harmony. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, your phone is on 33%. Okay. The reason why Jesus Christ is such an important topic, and one of the reasons why Jesus Christ, the topic about Jesus, the talkings about Jesus Christ would never die, is because he did something at a specific time, in a specific space and time frame, that nobody else was willing and able to do. I'll tell you what it was. Of course, you know it as the crucifixion. But let me go deeper than that. What I'm getting ready to say next to you is getting ready to be extremely controversial, okay? So just follow me. Let's take this little ride down the rabbit hole. Number one, how do I know that Jesus Christ was an alien? How do I know that Jesus Christ was not an earthling? Because it says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I'm going to say that again. For God so loved the world. For God so loved the world. For God so loved the world that he gave, that he gave, that he gave. Here, take this. Here, take this. For world, gave. World, gave. Earth, borrowed. Terra, if I'm giving you something, number one, it didn't first belong to you. It didn't belong to you. So when he talked about being in the world but not of the world, you got to understand, people's like, well, that ain't literal. That's just, he was talking about heart space. No, bitch. He was an alien. Why can't you just not accept the fact that Jesus Christ was a superstar for real? He was a real star. He came from the ethers. He came from an energetic realm. He was a nova, a supernova. Lord help me. Let me just tell you what happened. God and the child of God, and the reason why I'm saying child of God is because I truly believe that before Jesus took on a body, I believe that Jesus was the perfect balance between masculine and feminine, which in nature is androgynous. That's just my belief. And I believe that God was losing faith in humanity again. And I think that because the word God means Elohim, which means a council, a seat of judges, more than one. I believe that these judges have had kids. If you're androgynous, then most likely you have the ability to be hermaphroditic or hermaphrodite, right? So what I believe is God kept sending children here in the form of Ezekiel, in the form of Noah, in the form of different energies. You understand? Prophets, Moses, Moshe, the people of old. And I think that by the time they got to Malachi, going into what you call the threshold of leaving Taurus into Aries, coming out of Aries on the cusp of Aries and Pisces, here you got Anna, who is a prophetess, who understands that according to the scriptures, that what is coming next is going to change the game, because this person was willing to carry the burden of the world through giving up their life by pledging love. Nobody had did that. Nobody else had did that. No other prophet put themselves on the line. No priest was willing to put themselves on the line. God kept testing his children along the way just to see if it was possible. Case in point, I'll prove it. Abraham was asked to sacrifice Isaac. Got right up to doing it, and the angel said, hold on now, wait. Pump your brakes. You're doing 90 and 30. I just wanted to see if it was humanly possible. Because Abraham had that much faith that, hey, hold on. Now, God promised this baby to me. Now, if I got to kill him, I know that God going to raise him up. You understand where I'm going? So God said, okay, if this was possible that a human has this much faith in me, then it's got to be possible that I got to be willing to do it. Willing to do what? I'm explaining to you. God and Jesus had a conversation before Jesus incarnated in a three-dimensional body. This is where it's going to get very tricky for a lot of y'all, because this is getting ready to go against everything you've been taught. This is one of the secrets that even Rome is trying to keep secret. And I'm going to tell you this because it's extremely important, because there are things that is coming up out of the woodwork that can no longer be hidden. Okay? Jesus and God had a conversation like you and I are talking. They were face to face. And Jesus said, let me go down there, incarnate in a three-dimensional body, and give that body up as a sacrificial lamb. So one, the animals can be safe. There will be no reasons of giving a sacrifice if it's not needed. Two, that they can always have hope in you, because they knew that I was directly sent from you as an ambassador to give my life up. And that if nothing else came through, nothing else followed through, if nobody else followed through, because I gave myself up in love, I will be risen in love. Hear me close and hear me well. Never been done. Guess what happens? God says, all right, this is some tricky stuff now. Let's see. Let's just see. So for the next 32 years of Jesus' life, or Joshua's life, he goes through a series of initiations. And the reason why they keep the childhood of Jesus or Joshua so secretive is because he was mischievous. He was mischievous. He showed great promise even as a child. Magic came from his fingertips. He would be speaking to ancestors. I read a secret teaching of Jesus when he was a child. Him and his friend was playing on the roof, and he pushed him off. The little boy died. He went down there, touched him, raised him up from the dead, and the little boy got scared, never played with Jesus again. You know the little weirdo kid that everybody says, hermit, he's such a hermit. That was who Jesus was. The one who was never quite understood, always was picked on, but everybody was intrigued by. That's who Jesus was. Jesus was not famous. They were scared of him. Do you understand? That is one of the reasons why they don't talk about his childhood. They were afraid of Christ. He exhibited a genius behavior that could not be explained, even in those times. We talking about times where they knew it was possible to cast sticks on the ground through sorcery and make them turn into snakes. This ain't shit that they wasn't used to seeing. They seen this type of shit every day. This is new to us. Old and ancient to them. Christ was born doing things. His mother knew in the womb he was special, because through her he exhibited a certain specific type of behavior. I like to think that Mary was so touched by God. She walked closest in her intuition while she was pregnant and held Jesus in her womb. I can only imagine how many people lined up around her home just to get a taste of her cooking, because they knew it tasted just a little bit different, because she was holding a baby that was getting ready to touch the world. They knew that woman was closest to God as she held that divine child. That child that was spoken from the etheric realm through scriptures centuries before he was to come. And she had to run to Egypt and hide and blend in with the people. Now we know that Egypt is in Africa. So if she's Hebrew and she had to go hide amongst Africans, they was the same color, weren't they? You see where I'm getting at? He gets here and he don't quite really know how to harness his powers because he a little mischievous. Come on now, go read them scriptures and see how he was talking to his parents. Y'all remember when they accidentally left him in the temple and they came back and found the little boy teaching the old people. He was teaching them scriptures. And they said, boy, where was you when you, now you know our behind was leaving. He said, what y'all want with me? Don't you see I'm busy? Did you hear what I'm saying? He was smart at the mouth. Pop that little ass. He had a little mischievousness in him. He was an Aries born on the Piscean cusp. He was bound to have a little trickster in him. He was a Heyoka empath. He taught by way of riddles and enigmas and parables. He always had a way. He would disappear amongst the crowd. They would be looking for him and can't find a man. He was a shapeshifter. He knew how to blend and stand out when needed to be. He was a master magician. He was a divine cosmic sorcerer, if you will. He understood and balanced the light and the dark. Do not get it twisted. Jesus Christ was a light worker. Do not get it twisted. He said he did not come to bring peace, but a sword. A sword, which means he did not come to bring peace. He came to bring Libra, a balance, air signs. That's why we under the microscope. They asked him, what signs are we gonna see when we know it's at the coming of the end of the age? He said, and I'm paraphrasing this, he said, when you go see that man with the pitcher of water up there on the rooftop, he was talking about the Aquarius age, the age of Aquarius, water bearer. It's all right there. The zodiacs is all right there in the Old and the New Testament. He was telling you he was born on the cusp of Aries and Pisces, but he had an Aquarian gospel because he was forward thinking, forward moving. He said, I came not to bring peace, but a sword. Sword, he comes to cut clarity. That's the Ace of Swords. He comes to cut, divide the truth from the lie. So you can see the middle, what the truth of the matter is. The real. Divine cosmic beings at work right in front of your face and you don't even know it. He went to Egypt and learned the mysteries, walked through the halls of Amenti. He went through the initiations and came out and passed it all. Passed every test that was set before him. Did he pass the tests with ease? Let me tell y'all something. That's to be argued. That's to be debated. But I like to say this. We pass tests and initiations, number one, at our own speed. Number two, by our own divine will, within the will of God, which means this. The way that I pass my test may be different the way that you pass yours. For example, and I'm just going to keep this in layman's terms, rich dummy terms, 1 + 1 is 2. But 1 + 3, I'm sorry, 1 + 1 is 1 + 1 is 2. You got 4, you take away 2, you got 2. I may use subtraction, you may use addition, but we get the same answer. 2 + 2 is 4, but 1 + 3 is 4. That's what I wanted to say. You may have used a different mode or method to get to that ending, and I did as well, but we both got to the same place. The way you pass your initiations may not be the same way I pass mine. Nevertheless, we shall pass. The way Buddha did his is not particularly the same way Christ did his. Joshua or Jesus did his. Nevertheless, they both reached enlightenment through atonement. Let that be abundantly clear. If you really want to reach true enlightenment, you have to go through some kind of atonement. What do I mean? You got to give up something. You got to sacrifice something. Something has to be taken. Now, this is the great thing that I realized. This is the scary thing. That thing we give up. Sometimes it's not given back to you in that lifetime that you give it up. Sometimes it is. Sometimes God tells you give it up just to see if you're real about his calling. What are you willing to give to me in exchange to walk with me? Buddha gave up his place in the palace and his riches. In exchange, he understood that material gain and leaning on physical attachments in this world will keep you therefore bound to this world, which is one of the number one reasons why people keep reincarnating, because they don't understand how to have earthly attachments without earthly attachments having them. And let me just say this. Yes, everything is living. Nothing is at a standstill. Everything is in motion. Everything vibrates. I get all of that. Yes. But let me just say this in an aspect or in the overview of looking at things as living and dead. When God said, and I'm going to just paraphrase this, when you make God the idol of your heart instead of gods of wood and stone and man-made shit, this is what you're doing and this is what happens. When you make materialistic things your God, you are breathing life into something that was supposed to stay dead. In other words, it's like a hammer, it's like a screwdriver, it's like a knife, it's like a fork, it's like a spoon, it's a tool. It's a tool it's a tool and it's supposed to remain a tool. It ain't supposed to be nothing more and it ain't supposed to be nothing less. You have it remain a tool so that you can use it throughout this lifetime to help you cross roads, cross over bridges, go through gates, modes of transportation, vehicles. It ain't never supposed to be turned into a god. Now you have breathed breath into something and made it a Frankenstein. And now you got to come back and reincarnate and keep learning this same fucking karmic lesson about how not making materialistic things your God. How to not serve mammon and God at the same time, because you really can't serve two masters. It's the truth. You can't. Money is a tool. And one of the best things that I love about money, and I love this. This is what I truly love about money. Money is a teacher. Money is a tool and it's a teacher for several things. It is also a great revelator. If you really want to know what's on the inside of a heart of a person, give them money by the motherfucking droves. Do you hear me? Bless them with millions. You want to see what kind of person they are? Give them money. You want to know if they're really good-hearted? Bless them indeed. Let their cup runneth over. Some of y'all really is going to be praying for the day that you did not get millions. I'm telling you, you've been praying for them so much, it's about to come, it's about to hit you. Because you know what's getting ready to happen? Because guess what? If it don't turn you evil, it sure is going to turn the people around you evil. You about to see envy and jealousy at its finest. You really want to see who your enemies are? Get blessed with money. Now, Paradise J, you say, interesting. By that logic, can you make yourself a god? Like people who put so much emphasis by their looks. Okay. There's two different types of gods. You talking about idolatry. That's what we're on. That's what we're talking about. But the other part of the aspect you talking about is like a god or a goddess. We're talking about royalty. Okay, so the earthly term of a god and a goddess outside of idolatry is, let me explain this to y'all in short. Because I'm talking about idolatry. Now you're getting me off track. But I'm gonna explain it. When you call somebody or someone is a god or a goddess, they have a direct lineage and bloodline to something that is not of this world. That's what a god and a goddess really is. They ain't human, or the origins of them is not human. Okay, that's what that is. So when you have people who are saying, peace God, what's up God, what's up goddess, hey God, hey goddess, God forgive me, but I'm gonna just tell y'all this because a lot of y'all not gonna like this shit. You got a lot of these hotep motherfuckers who's walking around, what up God, peace God, what's up goddess, what's up God, because they keep hearing these enlightened teachers talk. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are. When a lot of these people ain't gods. And a lot of these women who's walking around here ain't divine feminines. A lot of these people around here ain't divine gods and goddesses. They just a man or a woman. Everybody can't be everything. Oh Lord, here we go. No, Paradise J. And maybe this needed to be said. I don't know. Because sometimes people need to know listen, it's not to demote or play down anybody. But let me tell y'all, this is an ancient practice, and it's true. There was levels to hierarchy. You know when they talk about the food chain? Humans wasn't even supposed to be on the top. Animals was actually made to stay above humans. Did you know that? You go back and read that Anunnaki story. I'm not talking about Bible. Now I'm off that. Y'all got me off that. Now we going deeper. When you go into and you read that Anunnaki story, you find out before, we talking about this is when gods walked the earth. We talking about before humans walked the earth, how gods walked the earth and found all of the riches and the minerals sitting on the earth. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, maybe we needed to go there. See, I was trying to keep this shit short, 44 on the clock. It's got to be God, because I was not planning to do this. Imagine yourself walking outside your house and it's gems and crystals and platinum and gold and silver just sticking up out of the earth. And you petting it like a fucking statue, and you just walking, and your water, your mineral water is just coming up out of the ground like a reversal faucet. And you taste it, and it's so dense and rich with minerals that it tastes heavy. Y'all ever tasted that Fiji water when it's not cold, how it's a little heavy? Because real mineral water from the earth, it tastes different. You can taste it. It don't taste like the shit you get out the water, the purified, reverse osmosis shit. Humans was never supposed to be on the top of the food chain. They was never originally designed to be on the top of the pyramid. Humans, or humans made from humanoid splicing DNA with gods, was, oh my God, here we go, was slaves. They were fucking slaves. They were only created to harvest the earth for the Anu. That's really the first human design. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. One brother liberated humanity over the choice of another. That's really how all of this shit came to be. That fight in the garden between God, man, and serpent, that knowledge of good and evil has nothing to do with right or wrong. It has everything to do with knowing who you are. The difference between you, earth, and you, heaven. That's what the knowledge of good and evil is. And they got shit to do with evil and good. If you really want to know what evil and good is, it's just balanced and imbalanced. Something or someone that's balanced versus something or someone that is imbalanced or unbalanced. That's all that shit is. And at any given time, we all can teeter-totter between the two. That's why I keep telling you, you can either be God or the devil. And a lot of motherfuckers wake up because they're miserable that they choose to be imbalanced and unbalanced on a daily. Now, this is the flip side. Some of us are so caught up in light working, tulips and roses, to where the fact that we ain't balancing our shadow side. Oh my God. Now watch this. I'm gonna ask the same thing, but I'm gonna form it in two different questions. You ready? When have you allowed yourself to be a demon? When was the last time that you allowed yourself without guilt to be a demon? Oh, why would she ask that question? Okay, you sensitive bastards. Okay, let me ask it again. In a different form. You ready? Somebody said, who she calling a bastard? You a bastard. Y'all some sensitive motherfuckers. Log off. Go find somebody else to watch. When's the last time you let yourself eat a piece of chocolate while you was on a diet? You see how beautiful and cute that is? See how I had to dress it up for some of y'all naggers? You don't know what a nagger is. Read it. Look it up. Nagas, nagger. So sensitive. Fuck. When is the last time you allowed yourself to eat a piece of chocolate while you were dieting? Or while you was doing keto? Because you know keto, you ain't supposed to have no damn sugars. Sugars turn into carbs. Oops, I done triggered somebody right there. But see, if I ask it like that and I say, oh, sugar's a demon. Now watch this. You got two types of sugars. You got naturally occurring sugars that naturally occurs and accumulates in the natural sense. You got sugar cane, you got fruits, you got some vegetables that turn into sugars. And then you got the kind that processes in the plants. The man-made kind. That's why you have these health gurus who tell you anything white ain't right. White bread, white rice, white sugars, which is true because it's processed. It ain't good for you. All of the good stuff is taken out of it. Case in point, black strap unsulfured molasses will turn your hair back black. If you want to reverse the grays and keep the grays from coming, look it up. It's a lot of people in the South who ain't graying. Trust me, because they still eating that goddamn molasses every morning with their breakfast. You can make a drink up out of it, and it'll turn them grays right on back to black, baby. That's an old folk remedy. Of course, you gotta wait. You ain't gonna do it overnight. Some of y'all just want some genie shit. Now, me asking y'all, when is the last time you let yourself have a piece of chocolate or candy while you was on keto, versus saying, when have you allowed yourself to be in your devil energy? See, that's too. See, one sounds a little bit more harsher than the other, but the truth is, it's really one and the same. Because even though we know that white sugar ain't good for you, your body is gonna tell you, hey, look, your glycolic index is a little bit too low. You need just a little bit sugar. So won't you intake this beet juice? You see where I'm going with this? You got to have a balance. Too much of something can kill you and make you sick. Not enough can kill you and make you sick. So you got to find that sweet spot in the middle. Am I making sense here? Too much salt. Boom. You out of here. Not enough. It fucks your electrolytes in your body up. You gotta know what the sweet spot is. So why am I saying this? Is because you need to know when to hold them and when to fold them, baby. There's gonna be some times you're gonna wake up on the bright side of the moon, on the right side of the sun, and you're gonna be like, oh, today is a great day, and it is. And then that one day you're going to get to work. You're going to wake up and everything is good until Joe start getting on your nerves at work. And you've been letting Joe get on your nerves at work for 2.57 years. And God been telling you 1.5 of the 2.57 years. Just find a way to lovingly put him in his place. You keep letting him run over you. You keep letting him... Okay, let me just stick up for yourself. 7 of Wands, that hoe. Okay, and you thinking it's the devil. You know why? Because you don't believe God will tell you, gut punch that ass every now and then. You don't believe that. Because you have been told and groomed from childhood, especially you, my melanated folks who grew up in the church, that God is love and light. But you ain't been told about how God is war, a God of war. You ain't been, oh, thunder. How God sometimes will tell you. You understand? And sometimes, watch this, y'all don't believe it, but sometimes the devil can come and say, hey, look, just let him slide for right now. Hey, you know the little text message that you seen? When, you know, yeah, that little text message that you thought was a chick. Yeah, no, that was his homeboy. He got a homeboy named Stacy. That ain't no girl, that's a dude. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's why discernment is important. Importante. That's why I'm telling you, it should be scripture. Intuition should be scripture. If nothing else, you have to hide yourself in the knowledge and the wisdom of God so that you can be able to balance correctly. So when you know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Because some days God gonna have you cut off some fucking heads and you may not want to. And other days God may say reserve the sword when you really want to cut a motherfucker off. And you know what? The great part about it is that God will forgive. See, let me just tell you about the forgiveness of God. God shows mercy to those who show mercy. God shows forgiveness to those who shows forgiveness. And though there's nothing wrong with forgiving your enemies, that does not mean that they gotta go without heaping the rewards of what the fuck they did to you. So please know and understand that forgiveness is really truly for you. But remember, I told y'all there's 2 compartments of forgiveness. There's one compartment of forgiveness where it is mandatory as a child of God and a child of love and light that you need to forgive, because it ain't got shit to do with them. It got everything to do with you and how you show up in the world and how you show up for yourself. But number 2, there's a second compartment of forgiveness that you don't have to fucking forgive them. Because that compartment of forgiveness has everything to do with them and releasing them to sleep at night. You ain't got to. And that's why I say, yeah, I forgive you for me. I don't forgive you for you. Now, some days God may say, hey, give me a little extra line, y'all. Give me a little line, y'all. Forgive them both ways so I can deal with their heart and restore them unto me. Listen, and God will bless you a double portion for that. But then you got other times where God will say, hey, forgive them for yourself and move on. Don't look back. Because now I need for you to turn them over to me. Because I know how to deal with that person far more better than you do. You understand? Paradise J, that's yes. Yes. That's the same God that said it was okay to have slaves. Now you know why. It's just some shit. Listen, it's some shit that's tied into some more ancient Sumerian texts and Babylonian texts that they don't want us to really know. Now we're here. Now we're here. And slavery has taken on a new form. There's no whips. Not that we can see. The new slavery is your phone. The new slavery is social media. The new slavery is how you look at that girl in her Fashion Nova outfit. The new slavery is how you look at that man when you're working out at the gym and you hoping and praying that your pecs can turn out the way his is. That's the new slavery. The new slavery is the self. And the God of technology and the God of media. And who wants to be the next trending thing? You need to trend in your own fucking mind first. How do you view you? How do you show up for you? I know I ain't the best thing smoking. I may not be the best thing walking around here smoking, but guess what? On my worst day, I am still the righteousness of God, baby. Well, we're in the age of Aquarius, Paradise J. It rules technology. They told you in American Gods, the new gods was on the scene was technology and media. And they were young, weren't they? Found out they was gods early on. So they was young gods. Making sure that them old gods, did you hear me? Trying to bury the memories of these old gods so they won't get no shine. Because this is the truth. Death in the 3D don't mean shit. It's when you're forgotten. That's the real death. Now I'm gonna say this, and this is no disrespect, but I want y'all to hold on to what I'm getting ready to say. I'll give you an example. A lot of you, that's all y'all do is claim Oshun, 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 Oshun all day long. That's all y'all do is claim Oshun, Oshun. Now Oya is starting to trend. It's Oya. Y'all ain't gave no praises to Yemoja. Y'all ain't gave no honor to Yemeya. She is the mother of all of them. There would be no Oshun or Oya without Yemoja. But you forget her. And that is not to listen to me, that is not to take away from their power. Oshun is powerful. She's earned her right to be where she is. Oya is powerful. She's earned her right to be where she is. But how dare you? How dare you forget where it all started? Y'all better put some respect on her name. I've been posting about the Orishas on purpose. Somebody said, but you ain't posted. Trust me, I got my reasons. If you knew what I knew, you would know why I didn't post about Yemaya. I don't have to. Confirmation. I don't have to post about Yemoja. The water existed before the earth did, y'all. Did you understand what I'm saying? Water existed first. And yes, Oshun is a water goddess. She's not the mother of waters. She's the mother of sweet waters and certain rivers. And again, that's not to take away from her. Yemoja birthed them all. You understand? Orunmila sat there and watched the mating of Obatala and Yemoja. She birthed them all. That's why I say the yin and the yang exist together. You cannot pull it apart. Because it took the yin and the yang to come together to birth it all. The divine serpent and the divine egg, Dambala and Ayoido, had to come together. Made honey. Tupac said, how long will they mourn me? Not long at all. That's not something you got to worry about. That's not something. I'm gonna say this, and I wasn't gonna say this, and I don't know if I ever said this before. Winner, you need to look up Orishas, Orishas, and educate yourself offline, because I'm not gonna spend time going into detail. There's a lot of people who already know. So if I were you, I would just go ahead and look at it offline. That way, you'll have time to, get caught up. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of information. That would be a whole nother documented video. I give praises and honors to my higher self. I'm now in the place of learning how to honor my, what they call, underworld or lower self. The one that I'm afraid to come to the surface and show her face. Because I know once she's unleashed, she's a motherfucking beast. A motherfucking savage. But we all gotta let them dogs out every now and then, don't we? Let me stop before these neighborhood dogs start showing the fuck. Because we know in the South, they don't have no leashes in these motherfuckers. We don't. That's one thing I ain't gonna lie. I miss about the West Coast. I miss about the West Coast because one thing about, ooh, I just seen it, that lightning. One thing about the West Coast, you ain't gonna see a bunch of stray dogs, honey. They got homes. Them people care more about them dogs than they do them humans. Come here, Brownie. Come here, honey boo boo. Come here, bear bear. Let me take you in. But that homelessness is running rapid in that motherfucker. They'll take a dog off the street before they take a human off the street. That's just sad. Now look, animals need rescuing too, but humans. How have we came to a place, and now they want people to give to help the homeless? You better go ask that damn government. All of that damn money they funneling into war to go and reroute and direct that shit to help homelessness. Do your part. When you see a person on the street, feed them. Spend time with them, y'all. Don't give to these nonprofit organizations unless you know they helping. For sure. For sure. I'm telling y'all, don't just sit your ass. You know what? I got this revelation the other day. I'm about to say these two now for real. Now I'm starting to sound like a Baptist preacher. I just seen 44 again. Okay. Two things. Okay, two things. So I was in the kitchen. This was about maybe a couple of weeks ago. I was in the kitchen a couple of weeks ago. And a fly was in there. And I was getting a little agitated. Y'all know how them flies be agitating y'all. And so I was in there and I was like, okay. And I swear, y'all, I don't know. Let my yes be yes. Let my no be no. I'm trying to get out of that saying I swear. I don't need to prove nothing. God, please forgive me. I promise y'all. That's another way of. Y'all, I promise. I felt like I could hear the guy dang on fly talking. Kill me. I'm serious. Kill me. Now look, I don't do drugs. I don't do no damn drugs. But my intuition be on point. I can smell a man's cologne. Y'all, the wind is blowing. I can smell a man's cologne, but it smells like he's right here. I've been smelling this for like the last 10 minutes, but I ain't gonna lie. Okay, real quick, because lightning, I don't do lightning. Okay. Right, they got money for war, but can't feed the poor. Boom. So I'm like, what in the hell is this? And then, like, Sanskrit came to me. The word Vedic came to me. Hinduism came to me. Then I seen the Eastern Indian people flash in front of me like a vision. It was very quick. And then I got this download about what the beliefs of reincarnation is. And I started to get this download about how people who have passed away reincarnating as flies, and how they look for relief in presenting. Some of these flies present themselves to be killed, to be taken out of the misery of in this karmic cycle of reincarnating as a fly, is almost as a means, like it's a prison. Like it's I don't know if this is true. I'm gonna look it up. This is what I was told as I was washing dishes. Like, it's to be in one of the lowest form states is to reincarnate as a fly, because it's a maggot form first, and then it's a fly, and then it's supposed to be a short life, and it's a life like you're always in lack or wanting, or I don't know. That's number one. Number two, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm really about to go. Thank you, Cinnamon Toast. Thank you to all my moderators. Kevin Samuels. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I have been getting, I don't know if I told y'all this, and maybe I mentioned it before, but if I did or if I didn't, y'all put it in the live chat below, please. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was shocked, but I was not shocked when I heard about the passing of Kevin Samuels. Lately, a lot of crossed over people have been coming to me. I just want y'all to know that I hear y'all. I honor, I respect, listen, I respect the dead. I respect people who cross over. No matter if they were in right standing with God or not, because that person was a soul. But let me say this to y'all. When I found out that Kevin Samuels had passed, I'm gonna say two things. This about to be real controversial. I'm about to say two things. I would not be surprised if indeed a woman scorned or witches played a part in his passing. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying that's what took him out of here. However, I would not be surprised that if, unfortunately, karma played a part in that. Don't ask me. Hey. Hey. He trying to get some shine. Baby Mystic on the live trying to get the shine. Hey, turn it down. Turn it down, astronaut. The old man in a little boy body. Okay. So, I seen Kevin Samuels. Y'all, I'm not playing. I didn't want to see it. I didn't care to see it. I was curious. I'm not gonna lie. Sir, I just feel like the way God got me set up, I'm curious. I'm always curious. I be curious about shit I feel like I ain't supposed to be curious about, but just the way that I'm set up. Y'all, please drop in the comment section or in the live chat 1212 if I have ever said this, because I can't remember. Y'all, I seen Kevin Samuels in the spirit, stuck. Y'all, the man was stuck. He was sitting at his desk with his podcast stuff set up, his microphone, in his room with his aesthetic. Y'all, it was like normal. It was like he was setting up to go live or do it was weird. He sat down, no, he was already sitting. And he turned in his chair. He was on his laptop. And then he went to try to get up and couldn't. He was looking for his coffee mug or his cup or his canteen, whatever it was he was looking for. There was no drink, there was no water, there was no nothing. He was looking for a snack, couldn't find nothing. He was trying to get up out of that seat and could not get up, y'all. Do you hear me? And it kept looping like that over and over and over. Oh, help me, God. And over again. Do you hear me? I'm telling y'all. That's how he came to me. He was on a loop. Y'all, it to the point to where he started panicking. I'm not gonna lie, it reminded me of Kanika Jenkins. How she just kept playing that scene over and over again, trying to save herself. Oh my God, help me. Do you hear me? Oh my God. I didn't want to see it, but I seen it. like the old country folks say, I seen it. I seen it, y'all. He was sitting in that chair and could not get up. He just kept doing, like he just kept trying and couldn't get up out the chair. He was glued to the chair. He started panicking. He could not move from the vicinity of where the chair was. I'm not making this up, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. God knows I'm not lying. I can't stand you, Maldives. Did you just say it sound like he buffering? Or you said it sound like hell? Girl, I can't stand. Did you just say the man was buffering or this live is buffering? I don't know which one, child. But I'm telling y'all, listen, honeys, lovelies, I'm trying to tell y'all right now. And he kept trying to, and he kept looking like his face. He like after look, I want y'all to see my face. Cause after a while he just was like, oh my God, like he was trying to, it was like a, you understand? Like he could not get out of that. He was stuck. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm low key. I asked God, like, I'm asking God, like, what was that? Because I asked it in my spirit. I didn't say it out loud, but I asked it in my spirit, man. I was like, what's this? And this is what I truly believe. I truly believe. Y'all, let me tell you something. I truly believe, and this is no disrespect to his family. Help me, Lord. Lord, I'm going to say it like this. Y'all, let's all repent. We take this social media stuff lightly. The content that you make on a daily basis, the stuff that you put out, even if you're a content creator or not, it don't matter. Just the words that you speak is a spell. What kind of spell are you casting? Are you putting out good or are you doing evil? And when you are doing something you ain't got no business, when you speaking stuff you ain't got no business, when you creating content and doing things you ain't got no business, and you putting it out there and God corrects you, are you going to correct yourself, or are you going to stand up against God as if you are God? Because let me explain to y'all what I mean. I believe that God was trying to get that man to a place where he was convicting him. Yes, listen, y'all not going to like me when I say this. Some of the things he was saying from a statistical point of view, not all. And I told y'all this before I moved from Arizona. Some of that stuff he was saying, not all, a percentage of the statistics he was saying was true. But let me explain to y'all, just because what he was saying, some of the stuff, or a small percentage of the stuff that he was saying was true, still don't matter. You know why? Because it was the reasons of why he was saying it. When you got a man or a woman who is against a nation because of his or her own personal hurts, or his or her own personal childhood shit they ain't dealt with, and you got a vendetta because you got a vendetta out against everybody who look like your mama because of the shit your mama did to you, and you have not healed. Listen, I'm just saying. Ooh, I don't like dogs. Well, that's the cute. That's the ones that everybody be feeding. They not gonna hurt me. Look, see, they eating. I want to show y'all, but told y'all we got strays, honey. Now where Peter at? Where Askpa or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You said panic built up cardiac. See, and let me just tell y'all, he knew what he was doing. And when I heard he passed, I said, too bad he passed before he could change his way. That Maldives, this is true. This is what happens when you use the truth to hurt and not heal. This is why we have, listen, I'm telling you, God says we gonna have to give account for everything we have done, every word and every deed. And whether you believe in the Bible or you believe in Egyptology, baby, your heart is gonna be weighed. Whether it's on the scales of God or the scales of my eye, it's one and the same. But baby, it's gonna be weighed. None of us are exempt from being weighed. Even while we yet live in this three-dimensional body, we are being weighed. We constantly going up underneath review in the spiritual realm. You don't know it because you don't be understanding how deep that judgment card go, how deep that justice card go. You don't understand it. Not fully. Because all you keep hearing is my enemies. God, karma is getting my enemies. But guess what? Karma weighs us all. Karma ain't a bitch. She's fair. Her name is Justice. And she's a motherfucking Libra. And I'm going to just be real with y'all. He enabled a lot of narcissists. But let me just say this. I'm going to be real. This is the flip side of the coin. This is the other side of the scales. I'm grateful. I am grateful for the things that Kevin Samuel said. I'm glad he showed up on the scene at the time he showed up on the scene. Y'all need to be thanking God too, especially y'all ladies. Y'all ladies. And some of y'all men need to be grateful. For those of you who could not really get on the bandwagon of his beliefs and how he was tearing people down, even with truths and some stretched truths and white lies. For some of y'all need to be grateful and thankful. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because he exposed a lot of hearts. That's just like a lot of y'all didn't understand that, in my humble opinion, Donald Trump was never a racist, in my humble opinion. I always felt like Donald Trump was a classist. If he was anything, he understands status. Now, can I really speak for that man? No. But this is what I'm saying before I leave, before I get up out of here. Why is this thing just tripping, child? Hold on, y'all. There we go. Because it's about to start raining and I'm outside. And I can feel the mosquitoes biting my ass. And I'm ready to take this bra off. Let it hang and swing, baby. Get your little ass from by me, doggy dog. This ain't the dog pound and I ain't Snoop Dogg. Go wrap your ass over there. Take your butt over there. I ain't got no food for y'all today. Anubis, come get your crew. I don't do, my brother laughing. I don't do dogs. Not like that. That's a pit and a mutt. Now, I respect y'all. A roof to you too. But I don't do. No. Holy Ghost, I thank you. I don't do too there with no strays and stuff. And look, they knew. They were like, they sniffed. Oh, we can't mess with her. She's a goddess. Much respect. I'll feed y'all on the fly. There you go. Sweethearts. And they always hanging together. Y'all go find a shelter place. It's about to pour down, babies. Go find some shelter. I'll feed y'all mañana. So what I'm saying is, a lot of people misunderstood what Trump was really standing for. He was trying to get America out of debt so he can level the playing field of finances. He was trying to bring more jobs back here into America and not automate things. He was actually, believe it or not, I'm telling you, you ain't got to like the man. See, and I don't like talking politics because this is a thin line. But majority of your black-owned businesses started and thrived while that man was in office. Hey, you ain't got to like him, but the truth is the truth. But because you had a lot of people who was like, well, he's talking reckless. You had one of they didn't like him over here. And then you had the ones over here who was quote unquote racist. And the media was trying to make the man look so damn racist that it caused people to start taking their hoods off. They was having Klan rallies right in front of us. You should have been thanking God that the man was in office because he was uncovering a lot of your pastors. Do you understand me? He was uncovering the hearts of some of your teachers that was over your children. Yeah, they Facebook messages was telling you they was open with their racism. You should be thanking God when people like that on. We can't see it right then and there. But hindsight is always 2020. Always 2020. When people like Kevin Samuels and Donald Trump get a position, always be the quiet first. Put that shit on them scales and weigh both sides. And then shut your ass up until the smoke clear so you can see clearly. And that way, by the time you open up your mouth, you've already judged. Because I'm telling you, it's always going to be two sides. You understand? Always. Some of y'all couldn't wait to go and vote. Let's get him out of office. Now you're crying. Because the man got taxes so damn high, gas would have never went up. I don't vote. But like George Carlin say, you don't get to tell me that I can't complain because I don't fucking vote. You don't. That's a lie. Well, you ain't vote, so you can't. That's a lie. I got more say than you do because I know the truth. And you bought into the lie of inclusion and the illusion of inclusion. Right wing, left wing belong to the same fucking bird. This shit is deeper than politics. This shit is about bloodline. Did you hear what I just said? This struggle ain't about donkeys and what the other one is? Elephants. Thank you. You can he haul your ass over there and over there too. They ain't got nothing to do with neither one of them animals. Leave them alone. They cripping in blood and in that office just like these niggas on the street. This is about power behind a bloodline. Y'all don't understand. This shit go deep. You better know it. And you better get to fucking know. This shit is some deep shit, y'all. You have not a clue. Oh, but you about to. You about to go down a rabbit hole. You're going to pray. You wish you could have unsee. Because we all been nosy, honey. Must be the truth. God talking. And I'm about to go and shut up. Like the old people say, cut all the lights off. God talking. Cut off the whoop. That was it. That was it for me. Time to go. Okay, so look. That's it, made, honey. It's boiling down to the have and the have-nots, baby. The have and the have-nots. And let me just be honest with y'all. I know y'all not going to like this. I know y'all not going to like this. But if you can't beat them, join them. This is why people have been pushing for cryptocurrency. Because cryptocurrency right now is not being ran by the government. But let me explain something to y'all. Don't think the old institution is not going to try to find its way into the new institutionalization of Aquarius, okay? Don't think this. Don't think that. Don't think it. In order for you to truly come up out of the matrix, you have to become enlightened. And in order for you to become enlightened, you got to know where the true riches lie. This is where it's going to be hard for a lot of us. It's going to be hard for a lot of us because he that is willing to lose it all is going to gain it all. I'm telling y'all, hear me and hear me well. This shit go deeper than some damn cryptocurrencies and money. Everything you do and say is a currency. We exchange in the spirit. That's why I'm telling y'all, Lord, I be low-key doing spell work for y'all when I'm giving y'all readings. And y'all don't even be knowing it. It's the truth. It be deep sessions with me because I understand the exchange in the spiritual realm is real. We all exchanging, y'all. We all paying our fare to somewhere. Whether you catching a ferry or a coach, you're going somewhere. You're destined to go somewhere. Do you know what your ticket say? Do you know the destination on your ticket? I don't know, but y'all, I'm on the love train. People all over the world, join hands and start a love train. A love train. People all over the world, join. Let me stop. But this is the truth. I choose to get on the love train. And fear can't board here. So every day I'm working. Okay, last but not least, please stop ascribing to the hustle culture. Get you some motherfucking rest. Go sit your ass down and rest somewhere. Take 2-3 days off if you need to. God may be calling some of us to a whole week. Go play somewhere. Go scratch your ass and your titties and your balls. Go somewhere. Go get a margarita. Go order you a pasta salad. Go do something you ain't did in years. When was the last time you did a cartwheel? When was the last time you went into the beach and you played in the sand instead of just watching your kids play? When was the last time you went down a water slide? Hell, when was the last time you went to the park and just swang on the swang? Huh? Don't ascribe to that hustle culture shit. It's a setup to keep you on the hamster wheel. That is the spirit of competition at its finest. The hell you need to be on the hamster wheel 24/7. Rich people don't sleep. That's a lie. They get more sleep than we do. Because they money work for them. They've hired people to work for them, and those people get sleep. In order for you to think adequately, you need rest. You better get them 8 hours. And you best be drinking at least a half a gallon to a whole gallon of water a day if you can. Don't even listen. Don't try to force yourself to do nothing. You cannot be running on E in this society. Yes, listen to me. Yes, they have it set up to where you need at least 2 people to be working in a household. But the truth is, a lot of us come from broken homes and a lot of us got broken homes. So what now do you want us to do? Now they saying you got to have 6 to 7 streams of income. And now they saying that you better trust God. Lord God, right now in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, in the name of love, I'm so grateful and thankful that my needs will always be met. My needs will always be. If I don't have an overflow, at least my needs is met. And I ain't got to be struggling. Because there was a time where I was. Do you hear me? Come on, L Boogie. Don't you, I'm telling you, don't you subscribe to that hustle culture. That shit is a lie. Hustle culture will have your ass hurting. Your child will be 4 years old by the time they get 21. And they graduating from college or whatever, and they giving a speech and they didn't thank everybody but your ass. And you over there, well, I didn't put them through school. I didn't buy them. I didn't put them through sports. But yeah, you invested financially, but you didn't invest time. You didn't invest love. It don't take a bunch of money for you to take your kids and have fun. One thing I've always done since my kids was little, I've always Googled 50 free things to do in blank blank, whatever city I want to go to. And I have shit lined up for free to do with my kids. My auntie, God bless, the Passover one, she always taught me that. She's the reason why I travel to this day. If it wasn't for her, I would not even know what traveling feels like. I wouldn't have had the willingness to leave outside of I-10, let alone the state of Louisiana as a child. But because of her, I have jumped states. I've even seen countries And I'm grateful. I've even lived in another country. My children have the testimony of saying they have lived in another country. And I wasn't rich. My cup wasn't running over when that shit was going on. Sometimes it takes a leap of faith. Last but definitely not least, talking about that hustle culture shit. Sometimes, y'all, and I'm going to say this especially to my ladies, my sisters. Is it better? I'm going to ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all a question. Is it better for a man to have his finances together but be a fucking emotional wreck and he can't be available emotionally for you? He can take care of you. He can make sure you look fine. Your membership at the gym is paid up. Your car note is paid up. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You're aesthetically clean. But he can't meet your needs spiritually. He ain't awake. He's not awake. He's still fucking sleep. All he do is get up and brush his teeth. But he ain't woke. He up. Versus somebody who is up, whose heart is hidden in God and you can build with. Which one would you take? Because I'm tired of hearing this shit about a man he need to have all of this for me. There's nothing wrong with a man coming with this. That's good. That's great. Line y'all green. But guess what? I want to take that shit away and let me see this. I don't want no man who got it all together financially and is fucked up mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You can miss me with that. I take a nigga off the street before I take somebody like that. When you see me hurt, are you going to have the ability to approach me with a soft heart and be gentle and patient with me when something triggers my ass? You understand? That is important, ladies, sisters. You want a divine masculine? Learn how to embody the essence of a divine feminine. Learn how to embody the essence of an empress and a goddess and a queen. Hell, start by being a virtuous woman. You embody all those things. Learning how not to be contentious. Not giving somebody hell because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Learning to press past your emotions or at least acknowledging them and learning how to live in them at that moment. Telling him, hey, look, babe, I'm not really in a great mood. So, I don't mean to be a little snappy, but I just want to be left alone a little bit, because I'm going through something right now. He may give you your space. He may be that man to give you your space. Or he may be the kind to say, hey, look, what's bothering you? I want to know. How can I help? I don't like feeling helpless around you. You understand? You can't, listen, it is such a beautiful thing to watch two people come together who seems like they got the perfect anecdote. They got the perfect marriage of money, love, career, and all this other shit. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But we don't know the background story. We don't know what they went through to either get that. See, we can see all of this stuff. Some of the people you see right now that's living in the big, nice castle-like house, I don't think that some of these people started off with that. Some of these people got together and built that shit with one another. Are you willing to build? See, because I'm a woman. Listen, baby, I done laid floors. Somebody said, oh, she a pick me. Baby, I'm not I'm a pick me. Yeah, because I picked me first. Something your ass don't do. Yeah, I'm a pick me because I picked me. You damn right I'm a pick me. Mm-hmm. You got something else? Since you want to be so smart at the mouth? You fucking right. I'ma pick me. You the one with your hand up saying pick me, pick me. I'm the one saying I've picked me. There's a difference, bitch. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Unfortunately, I was that woman who didn't mind paying for shit all the time. Because at that time, I really didn't know my worth or my value. But on the flip side, when I'm the type of woman who can see the potential of a man and don't mind carrying certain loads until he gets to where he's supposed to be. Why? Because I know but this is now I know the truth because now I have true balance. Certain men, and this is for some of y'all, I don't know who this is for. Now I'm getting real. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, God is getting ready to have you walk into a relationship, whether you're a man or a woman. And God is getting ready to test you. And the test is going to be this. For some of you, it's going to be, especially the ones who are materialistic, it's going to be, okay, we're going to give you everything you've asked me for in a partner, in a soulmate, in a partnership, in a husband and a wife. Right? And God is going to say, I'm going to give you everything you asked for, except he will not or she will not be loaded with money. They're going to have that background testimony of, I had it all and I lost it. I had it all and I squandered it. They're going to have like that prodigal son, prodigal daughter background. Watch what I tell you. For those of you who are extremely materialistic, and that's all you wanted, God's going to give you everything you asked for on that list, except they are not going to be packing when it comes to the finances. When it comes to the financial department, they are not going to be packing, baby. They're going to be lacking and slacking. And they're going to have to rebuild. They're going to be showing you pictures of how many cars and houses they own and all of that shit. All of that shit going down the drain. For whatever reason, God's going to say, will you know how to love everything I've given you past the fact that they got to rebuild all over again? That's about to be some of y'all tests. Watch what I tell you. On the flip side, for some of you, now this gonna be a catch-22 here. Some of you who would prefer your man or your woman to come in without too much of nothing so y'all could build, you gotta ask yourself why. One or two reasons. Either you sincerely don't mind building with somebody on the ground up. That way y'all can look at each other and say, hey, we worked together, we built together. This is true partnership. For those of you who really want true unadulterated partnership, you want to be able to say, we did this together. We partnered together. We looked at each other in the face and we said we were going to build and we were going to create legacy, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Then there's a flip side. For some of you who want that ideal spouse to come with nothing, you need to dig a little deeper as to why. The spirit of control may be hiding there. And the reason why I say that is because when somebody comes in with their own shit, you can't really control it. Bloop. Some of y'all got the spirit of control on y'all that when y'all build together, you're going to be like, well, this is my house. This is our house. Oh, I help you build this. That's going to be the first thing you throw up in that person's face when y'all get into an argument. Not going to work. You need to check your shit at the door. Because if that person put in that work to help build and maintain what you help build and maintain, they need equal respect. There is a will, a broken will That on the stagecoach, it cannot move. I don't care how many horses you put on it. The wheel is broken. That wooden wheel is broke and you don't know how to repair it. It will not be able to move. You're stuck. And the wheel is this. There's two compartments to the wheel. It clicks together. One compartment belongs to the man. One compartment belongs to the woman. And it goes like this. And it moves like this. The top is, as long as he loves her, boom, she respects him. The moment she feels like he doesn't show love, she in turn disrespects. And that wheel is going to move clockwise or counterclockwise. It's going to either do or undo something. You understand? That's the way it is. That's the way it is. When a man shows a woman love, she in turn shows respect. As soon as a man feels disrespected, he withholds his love. I don't ever want to get to a place again where I got to be walking around my house for days, not talking, not speaking. I don't like that. You're always going to have issues and situations and things like that, but to be walking around a house for days, just mad and upset, negative energy, low vibrations, I don't like none of that. There's nothing wrong with you going in this room, I'm going in this room, both of us, like they say in the South, catching your head. But to stay like that, anybody got time for that? I like to cuddle far too damn much for me to stay mad like that. I like to be held at night. Who the hell is trying to stay mad? Cause see, I'm the kind of person. If I'm over something and I see you still holding on to something, one or two things gonna happen with me. I'm gonna take my shit and go for a few days if it's that bad, or I'm gonna turn over and I'm gonna pinch you with my feet. I'm gonna see if I can pinch you. See if I got monkey toes. Cause somebody gotta break the ice. But I can't be just the only one breaking ice. You understand? I can't always be the one breaking ice. You said like the woman is the breadwinner and the man is the opposite. Listen, that is a dynamic for that man and that woman to come to the conclusion about. That's for him and her to figure out. It's not about what I believe or what I think. Sometimes it happens like that, where God may have that man sit down for a season so he can find himself, or he may be getting prepared by God, to call. This is what. Let me ask y'all a question, because society makes it like this. Why is it that a man can harvest himself in such a way that a woman can sit down for 4 years and get a degree, or a woman can sit down for 6 to 8 years and become a physician or an attorney, go through bar, pass bar, all of this shit, but a man can't do the same? Why is society with these double? I'm serious. We don't know. We don't know what that man may be being called to. And who are you to tell that couple? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking the question. Who is one to tell a couple that, why you breadwinning? That's not how we do it. He's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to bring home the bacon. Yeah, if a man don't work, he don't eat. I get all of that. That's talking about somebody who's fucking lazy. For some of you women who rather have a piece of man than none at all, I know that hurt somebody. Cause all his job is just take up space on your fucking couch. Oh, okay. I didn't. All right, okay. He ain't trying to work. That's what that means if a man don't work and don't eat. You understand? Men are not allotted to go through things like me. Like for example, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. We get maternity leave. If a man is married or active in his household, I think a man should be allotted maternity leave as well. Because you don't know what that woman went through to have that baby. She hunched over from a C-section. She can't lift nothing more heavier than her newborn. She just went through a whole fucking major surgery to have a whole human. She needs help at home. So why can't her significant other or spouse be home with her, helping her? She got to run a whole household from off the operating table. And trust me, a lot of us don't get that. And believe you me, you ain't got to be a single parent for you to be doing shit alone in the house. Trust me, I know. So we don't know. God could be setting that man up for a season to where he and look, God knows if that man, if that's gonna bruise his ego to the degree that he's not gonna feel any more of a man than he did yesterday. I'm telling y'all, God knows that, hey, look, I gotta bless this man financially in such a way to keep him in a vein to where I know he's gonna love his wife correctly. And as long as he keeps God first, no matter what endeavor he goes out there to do, he's gonna always be blessed. And if that woman's smart and she the breadwinner, I'm gonna just act like he still got more bread than me. I'm gonna play the game. I'm a fur y'all think I play it. You better feed into. There are times where you have to feed into the ego of a man, and it's not to make his head big. It's to help keep him intact. Y'all gotta know how to play that game, that relationship game. There are good men out here who feel less than themselves if they can't even provide a glass of wine. My fault. That was my fault, y'all. I hit the button. There are men out there who, if they're not financially set, it bothers them to where they can't even be able to, they can't buy you a meal at IHOP. It bothers them. They just build a little different. Oh, then I need to move to France. Home Depot does it. That's cute. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that some of these companies don't, that they don't do that. I'm pretty sure that some of these companies here in America do that. But the fact that it's not common and it's not a discussion disturbs me because it just lets me know how America has been caught up in the rat race of keeping up with the Joneses when the Joneses don't even own what the fuck they got. You know, originally that's how an influencer was created. Did you know that? Did you know that? Originally, an influence was just meant, stealth influence was just to influence you. They never owned what they were using to cause you to buy. They understood that humans are materialistic and could be driven to jealousy if pushed near or off the edge. So if I keep showing you how beautiful my life is, you're going to do anything to live like me. So that keeps you in the rat race. It keeps you a fucking slave. You see how this conversation now comes full circle. And now because your neighbor is wearing Tamagotchi and Houdini and all these other brand names that none of us can fucking pronounce unless we heard the creator say it. You understand? Who told you that Coogee was the shit? Biggie Smalls and a lot of these other rappers that we've seen over the decades wearing Coogee. Who told you Louis Vuitton was the shit? Who told you Guess was the shit? Who told you Tommy Hilfiger was the shit? Who told you these things? The influencers, the culture. Made you want to go out and get it though, right? Because you looked at that as a symbol of status. If I could acquire this, I'm going to be the man. If I got that purse, I'm going to be the woman. People are going to look at me. That's why, honestly, there's nothing wrong with having nice things. I want y'all to hear me very clearly. Because if I'm gifted with a Birkin bag, you best believe I'm taking that fucking Birkin bag. Now, am I going to wear the Birkin bag? Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I understand it's a work of art and it appreciates in value over time. So I may not want to put that kind of wear and tear on it. That's just me personally. I may value it more as a gift from the person that I receive it from, more so than the fact that I can wear it as a symbol of status. But that's just me. I don't speak for the majority of everybody else. There's nothing wrong with having nice things. When they have you, it's a problem. So that's just really what it is, y'all. Don't get caught up in just everything in moderation. Don't play too much to where you can't get serious and buckle down and handle your business. But don't get too serious to where you can't play, right? Because all work and no play makes Jack and Jackie a dull boy and a dull girl. He said they need to be more caring and loving to the divine feminine so we can balance out. Paradise J, listen, there are men out there who understand and respect the divine feminine. They there. They there. They're just being hidden. You know, and if we are as women divine feminines as well, we're being hidden too. Not everybody can just come and approach you. You know what? Um um I had a man tell me I was intimidating. That he was intimidated by me. And I asked him why. And he couldn't quite tell me. And as I pondered upon why he kept saying it, because he said it more than one time, the truth is that I demand a certain level of respect that has not been demanded from certain type of men before. So in their mind, you become non-approachable or what. I just demand a certain level of respect. I'm extremely approachable. I'm approachable. I ain't gonna bite your shit. I ain't gonna take your head off. I just don't play the fucking games. You understand? There's a difference. Blue collar workers are making more money now and are in high demand. Yep. I don't like all that. Never was my bag. I like style and quality. I do like, listen, Maldives, I ain't gonna lie, I like nice things, but I also like shit that can last. I don't want to be spending $1,500 on no baby sheep leather purse that is so damn soft it ain't gonna last the whole week. I remember I bought some Italian leather shoes for work. White. I did not expect for them to be so soft and they last so damn short. I was like, I will never do this shit again. I'm already hard on stuff. I'm a little tomboy, if you really want to know the truth. Yes, spiritual gangster. Yep, Bill Cosby did wear Coogee. This is the truth. And people never realize that this is true. Bill Cosby wore a lot of coochie. Why they come in about the divine feminine? It was pertaining to blue collar working men. Greetings, beautiful. Hey, wisdom. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to get up off of here. I want to be nosy. I want to look out the window. I hear crickets chirping and the bugs are out there. Just kind of want to sit around and be lazy. Sunday, I was being just a tad bit lazy. I heard, it's a lazy afternoon. Just a kind of a date made for loving you. That's Minnie Rippleton and People Bryson. Here we go. Last song that she ever made. Actually, did not get to finish because she passed. Rest in peace, Mrs. Nightingale herself. Bird song, Minnie Riperton. Off to lover's land, holding hand in hand, like in the movies. Everyone can tell that I'm in love with you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Thank you, May, honey. I do. I love y'all. I consider y'all family, and I consider y'all children, my nieces and my nephews. I'm the auntie that's gonna be sneaking y'all kids candy. So I just want you to let y'all know that now. We ever do a meetup or I ever meet y'all in public, yeah, I just want y'all to know right now, if you're strict, you might as well throw that shit out the door. We know stop. I'm gonna be sneaking your cheering food and candy and shit. Let me stop. I'm gonna be that auntie that's like, you wanna go to the store? You wanna go to the park? I will make just enough money, just the price. I don't like those jumper things, y'all. What's them things they call that? Them jumper things? You know, the big old things that they blow up and get in. I don't like them things, y'all. I done had two instances where them things have stopped on me while I was in there, and that shit is heavy. I don't like that. I don't like them little blow up things with them jumpers. Paradise J, you said, when was the last time I had somebody give me a nice shampoo scalp massage? In the month of February. Let me stop. Oh, it's been years. I used to go to cosmetology school in my 20s. So it's been over a decade, I think, now. A scalp massage, shampoo. It's been a while, been a long time since I've actually gotten pampered for real, for real. Um, it's you get nails done and you get your feet done. That ain't nothing like actually being pampered. Been a while. It's been a, yeah. It's coming. Okay. Yeah, bounce house. Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like the fucking bounce houses. Mm, Sometimes I wish I could just swallow a projector and shine on the wall all the things that be running through my mind so I can see what they look like and so I can show y'all what really be running through my mind sometimes. Sometimes I don't be knowing the words to sometimes I don't know how to Sometimes I don't know how to express myself. Like I be having a vision in my head of things, but I really don't be knowing how to put it into words. Sometimes my imagination runs with me like I find myself daydreaming, but in reverse. Like not like staring off into space, but sometimes like within my head, within my mind's eye, like I see myself just having like these inner daydreams. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know, y'all. All right. I was gonna say something else, but I didn't forgot. Um, Pray for your healers. Pray for your readers. Pray for your spiritual workers. Pray for you root workers, your light workers. Pray for those who are mystics carrying y'all in the spirit. It's a heavy job. It's beautiful though. And the rewards are always awesome because the smiles, the people you get to help, people you get to meet and come across, whether face to face or on the phone. Um, Majority of the good outweighs the bad. You know, you get some people who book readings with secret agendas, and different things like that. But that can never outweigh the good people that you come across. The day it started, I kept hearing a flute outside of my window. This was 4 to 5 years ago. I kept hearing this like pan. One day I went to go to sleep and I looked at my door and I seen in green sacred geometric shapes being casted on my door. That's when it all started. Little did I know. Well, I love y'all. Wonder sometimes, do some go back and forth to other dimensions? Yeah, why not? Yeah. You don't travel? Yeah. Dimension travel? You got to know how to manipulate density, frequencies to do that. Or you can just learn how to astral project into different dimensions. It is possible though. This is why Tibet and the monks are so important, because they hold the secrets to all of this. The real, true secrets and frequencies. I'm grateful and thankful for these times that I really be wanting to like wrap my legs around somebody's waist. You know, you get those days where you just want to be held or hold somebody while you're laying down in bed. I'm grateful for those times where I feel like that, but that's when I have to be low key grateful for being single, because This is your training grounds, you know. Living a single life. When I was a young girl, living in the country, eating all the cold cups, getting all the pickles. Y'all know, if y'all ain't from the South, you ain't get nothing I just said. Certain books out the Bible. Yeah, wildflower. Okay. I love y'all now. I'm really about to go. They're here. Love y'all.